Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Mike Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do.
Go ahead and throw the ball again now. And on the first play, give the quarterback some confidence.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Slide. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep.
But the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding the defensive side of the ball. They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance
rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
Working from the gun.
Interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down. Culp, he'll air this one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the Ravens have got it. Well, I know he doesn't want to fumble loss by his name, but it was 4th down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually okay.
I'm just saying not all fumbles are created equal, and the defense would have had the ball there anyway.
Okay, so the defense gets credit now, right? Someone gets a nice little mark by their name, but it really doesn't hurt the other guy because he wasn't getting there anyway. I like that. Good job.
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Dobbins once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Come on. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens draw. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the play fake. Cole. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He'll buy some time right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Flushed out right. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Shotgun now for Lance.
It's completed to Caldwell. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now a play fake. Lance.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, it's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance.
Buying time to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Another run here with Dobbins.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on a touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a carry for Dobbins.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On play action, Lance. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 3rd down.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is the logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game.
Point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Culp. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Culp, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football. You know,
give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Lance going to sneak it.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
To throw, it's Lance.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Colt. He's got it to Williams. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on second down. Colt. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Come on, let's get him.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This game was really on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say, and that's caught inside the 35.
I'm going to show you, man.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
On first down, Culp. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up. Lights. New mic, 52. Mic.
Off the play fake. Culp
lets this go for Renfro downfield.
and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And Lance's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Lance now on first down.
Rolling to his right. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down.
Lance.
He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down. Culp. This is caught. It's Boyd. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On first and 10, Culp. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
Who's that? Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies... Trap 60, trap 60.
On first down, Culp. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of him.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Double dog, that's the way.
79 Broncos. Hey, smash.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. All day, baby. Mike, 55.
Throwing again, Culp.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. AC Cardinal. He don't want it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now official.